everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Getting smoother with those technical transitions. How's everybody doing today? Chilling out here in the pool hall. Got some games. Man, this would be my man lair. This back here. This would be my man lair right now, right here. I can't lie. Like when I saw this particular room, I said to myself, this is it. This is my heaven. What about you guys? How you guys doing during your quarantining? You guys having a pleasant stay? I will say this. Doing these streams with you makes things a lot easier for me. I really appreciate you guys showing up here live for the Inside Star Citizen review. It's going to be a good one. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the way that these issues are being reported. It looks like they're going to change something. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. That's why I love doing this, because you get my honest reactions, whether they're good or bad. But the cool thing is just to keep it civil, you know? Have conversations, not get upset about things, not escalate things into an emotional argument that brings it to a bad tone. Nothing good with a bad tone. I hate streams where like the tone gets too serious and it gets too personal sometimes. I can't stand that. I am not about that at all. I like to keep things like on a conversational level, intelligent, have a good time with everybody. And you know, if somebody doesn't like something, hey, we can discuss it. We can have a conversation. Keep the tone light, right, guys? Hey, fam, what's going on? It looks like Eagle's here. It looks like Snow Fox here. Ted's here. Chris is here. J-Dubs is here. My man, J-Dubs. What's going on, dude? What's up, Anad? Welcome to the stream. I think you're new, or it's the first time you're talking. Good to see you here. Matt's here. What's going on, dude? John's here. How you doing, buddy? You guys ready? Man, I'm looking forward to this one. I like that Inside Star Citizen is starting to like pump back content to us. I'm digging it. Been playing a lot of 3.9 lately. What are your guys' experiences? Pretty buggy for the most part on 3.9. I'm still appreciating like all the new places. And there's a lot of testing to be done. Anarchy Burger, who's one of my friends here, really came through the other night. I'm making a video for Saturday that's going to be awesome. I don't know if I should leak any information, but it's gonna be a pretty nice video for Saturday for you guys. And I had a podcast ready to go. Christy and I, my girlfriend, got a little tipsy. So that's in her phone. That'll be out next weekend for those that are members. And really looking forward to releasing that and editing that for you guys. So without further ado, I think it's time to start the show. What do you guys say? Huh? Let's get it going. Let's have a good time. Let's watch some Inside Star Citizen now. All right, guys, you know what time it is. Loving the Inside Star Citizen, loving the review show, loving watching it with you guys. Let's rock it out and let's see what they got.
So imagine, if you will, I'm coming into New Babbage Spaceport. I've checked my hunger meter. I'm a bit low. I know I need to go and get something to eat. So I head down to the fruit market and I buy a piece of apple with the streamlined new interface we got. And it comes up into my inspect post. It's all looking great. And just as it does, I notice all around me players are appearing with an apple in their hand. That's good. That's the money shot. Well done.
That's the money shot.
We have a wonderful QA team all over the world, but there are some issues that we can detect faster at scale with a lot of players playing the game, and that's where the Issue Council comes in. The Issue Council is a tool on Spectrum where players can report new bugs, they can contribute to existing bugs, and they can priority vote bugs they feel are most egregious.
I have done.
We use that contribution system, if it gets to a certain level, to pull those bugs into our system, to pull those bugs into our own JIRA, and we use the priority voting to figure out which ones are the worst.
Right.
I think the issue console is one of the really big benefits we have with a live product. Also the fact that they can provide repro steps. how did they get there? What did they do? Sometimes you do something unexpected, and that's what's creating the bug, and it's hard for us to reproduce without knowing that's what you did.
Be very detailed
We determine
on those
an
reports,
issue
guys.
is valid by the number of contributions it has. Once it hits a certain threshold, in the case of the live issue council, that's 10 contributions.
look at it.
Then it gets confirmed, and we realize it's a valid issue.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first saw this particular bug, players were reporting that food was randomly appearing in their hands, which is obviously a little bit strange. I went into the game and checked it out, and sure enough, you could be riding the train, you could be flying your ship, whatever, and just hamburger would just appear in your hand. I thought it was convenient.
There's
I
a
kinda
lot
wished
of this
it
happening.
happened in real life.
Obviously, really, really funny bug. For me, it's kind of almost a feature. At the time, obviously, didn't realize that it was taking money out of your account. You were paying for that freebie food.
Hey, Johnny, welcome to the
Wasn't that
stream,
much freebie
dude.
anymore. Discussed it quite a lot
Mark's
with
falling
Kian. We
asleep
kind
in
of went
chat.
through the code kind of a bit backwards to see
It's
where
important stuff,
exactly is this extra
That's how the game gets better,
piece
dude.
of food appearing from. And then over time we kind of traced it back to this purchase logic that was executing on all machines and send it over to Spencer and his team.
The bug made its way down to me because I was responsible for implementing this new feature of picking up food when you buy it from the store. And so the issue is not just that we're spawning fruit in your hand and charging you UEC, but you could see ridiculous scenarios where you'd reach off to grab this item and slide across the universe to get it, because the way the carryable system works, trying to get that in your hands. So initially, my thought was, okay, this bug might have to do with how the item is getting picked up and how we network that.
Yes,
Because I used a functionality we already have called post-spawn action on our carryable items. So when you have that set, the instant this item is spawned, it says, oh, somebody's trying to carry me, I need to be picked up, let me request that. Thought there was something wrong with the networking there. And this was a total dead end and was not at all what the problem was. So later down the road,
Hey, Professional,
I
how you
was,
doing, brother?
investigating our new quick buy feature, which is you'll see in shops, instead of just saying like, oh, buy or try on, there's also now a quick buy option that you can get. And what that does is it circumvents the need to like, oh, buy, open Moviglass, do I want to buy this, buy, okay, buy, all right, we got it. As with a lot of things, adding a new feature suddenly breaks things, because this was totally the problem.
That's
And
the way it goes
reason
here in
is
Star
because
Citizen.
we circumvent that Moviglass step. When you interact with something in the game,
Oh, well,
it's all
welcome,
server
Marcus.
authoritative.
Welcome.
And
Glad
so,
to have you,
if
dude.
I'm going to try to pick up this item right now and I reach and grab it, the server knows that you did that. It tells everybody else that you did that. And so
I think so,
here's where
Arcade.
the problem is.
I think so, dude.
Normally, when you interact with a shop item and you say, okay, there's the thing, I'm going to interact with it, I'm going to open my Moviglass so I have a chance to buy it. Opening the Moviglass is something that only happens on your client, right? So when everybody else gets told about this interaction, they say, hey, Spencer just opened up his Moviglass, but like, it's not your Moviglass, so don't worry about opening it, you know? There's not a real Moviglass there for me on your computer. But when we circumvent the Moviglass and we say, hey, this person tried to buy this thing, essentially everybody would get this interaction call back and just say, I want to buy this item. Everybody else doesn't have that step of, oh, I don't have a Moviglass for that character. It went right to the buy. Just spend their own real money because somebody else tried to make a purchase. So in the end, the fix was actually pretty straightforward and pretty easy to implement. It was only a few lines of code, really. But as with a lot of bugs in our game, the hardest part is tracking down why the issue
I miss
is
Bug
happening in the
Smashers
first
when I watch
place,
this.
going down
I
several
really
dead
miss
ends
Bug
and saying,
Smashers when I
okay,
watch
this
this.
is really where the issue is. Let's just put a couple lines of code in, let's prevent this scenario from happening, and now we're good. And it's really great that for issues like this, we have the issue council to bring up, like, hey, this bug is happening when we have a lot of players and they're in the same location and stuff. Things that are harder for me as a single developer to try to
Thank you,
reproduce on
Killian.
my own machine.
Thank you,
and
bro.
that, it's easy
Always
to go
helping me
unnoticed
out,
with
dude.
just one person.
It's super important, and it's a really great thing, and it's one of the things about this project that adds to the whole life cycle, that it's all live. It's all there. You're always playing almost what we're doing as we're doing it.
Absolutely.
It's a direct connection between
Absolutely.
us and the players.
Yes. One of
Way
the
back
most
when, games.
One of the most important connections. And by the way, you guys need to report as many bugs as you can. More times than not, I always hear people complain about how their bugs aren't being paid attention to, and really you got to drop all that. What you have to do is you have to realize that your actions count, that what you're doing for the game is very positive and fixing it, and you can't get upset about it. Just report it to the best of your ability. Put the information down as detailed as possible so that you can get the game that you want. It's really what it comes down to. Really, at the end of the day, that's what you got to do in order for the game to be less buggy. Really. Now, 3.9, I'm having a lot more issues than I did on 3.8, but I'm still having a good time, and I've reported a lot of bugs, actually. So make sure you guys are doing the same.
Games like Wing Commander pioneered the use of in-situation comms calls, where NPCs would call into a screen in the player's cockpit and provide exposition or react to current happenings in gameplay. For the upcoming Squadron 42, this feature is being brought into the 21st century by the Comms Calls Strike team, who are working to develop a systemic solution that can stand up to scrutiny from all angles,
make it as simplistic as possible.
Experience that is both diegetic within the game universe and relatable to players who today have video calls as a regular part of their daily lives.
Isn't that the truth?
So comms calls are a communication system from ship to ship.
Oh boy, he's got that S then.
With Squadron 42.
He's got that one particular S. I don't know if you guys are picking up, but in my headset, I'm getting that squeaky S, man. This is maybe a little bit better mic for Robert here, man. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for that donation, by the way, dude. Thank you very much, man.
Involving the player.
Don't forget to upvote if you love this show.
It's their primary use of communication.
Nice! Oh. Killian and Chris. Oh, brilliant. You guys are starting a contest. I see a contest in chat heating up.
What we're currently doing with Squadron 42 is you can even see the person who's communicating to you. You know they're right there next to you, and then you can even fly over to them and see them animating and talking to you. So we have 4 types of comms calls. We have cockpit, we have terminals, we have mobiGlas, and we even have FPS weapons. We are currently shifting our focus to the cockpit comms calls towards Gold Standard. Gold Standard is a term used in the industry for when a feature team or any kind of development team focuses on one aspect or one feature of development, and we take full focus all the way to the end delivery of it. This includes making sure that helmets for pilots are lit in the correct way to deliver a good performance on the face. We have cameras set up per ship. So maybe some manufacturers will have a different camera setup to others. We also look at the skeleton and animation of the...
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with the S. Who else in here is having a hard time with that S, man? Robert, we love you, dude. Just get another mic or something. It is picking up on that S for real. Now, attention to detail has always been the best thing about Star Citizen. Most detailed, most beautiful game I've ever seen. I watched a sunset, for God's sake. It took 15 minutes. I watched a sunset today. I got some footage of that. I'm going to put some of that maybe up on Saturday's video.
Pilot themselves, making sure that each character brings their own personality, even to their flight pose, as well as their delivery of their lines.
The IMC's gonna kill you.
There we go.
And all your mug friends.
Oh, that's nice for those that stuck
Due
around.
to the
You
current
guys see
state
that?
of the PU, the comms calls are pre-recorded and delivered
Absolutely,
based on
arcade.
context.
Arcade.
Ultimately, it'll be working the same situ as Squadron 42, where all dialogue lines will be played in real time, as it adds that next level of immersion. For instance, maybe your wingman is calling you that needs to get these pirates off his back.
That reclaimer's
and he's
having a
getting
bad
shot
day.
at left, right, and centre by their energy weapons, and they're dynamically lit in the cockpit. Last thing you want to see is all these blaster fire on the cockpit, and then just have a pre-recorded animation of an unlit cockpit. It can really break the immersion. So the team is really coming together to bring a terrific cockpit experience for the player of Squadron 42. We have over 100 characters with hundreds of dialogue that's delivered all through different ships, different circumstances. I'm sure it'll be an experience to remember.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that even the most seemingly innocuous bugs can have a potentially devastating effect on the in-game wallets of players everywhere. That with tools like the Issue Council, players can take an active role in the development of Star Citizen. And that successful immersion for a storytelling experience like Squadron 42 can often come down to the little things like simply knowing the responses of our opponents are accurately reflected in the mayhem around them.
Okay.
For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee.
A little light. A little light this week. You know, here's the thing. This is the new norm for now until things start to bolster up. I really think this is the way that we're going to see these Inside Star Citizens roll out for the next 2 or 3 once things start to settle and things start to bolster back up and ramp back up. Very similar to the way 3.9 I think was pushed out. You see a lot of bugs in 3.9. Please report them. Do the best that you can. Guys, your donations today, thanks so much for helping out. Don't worry, much more content on the way. Very happy to stream today. I got more streaming into me. I will be streaming tomorrow. There will be a video out on Saturday, a podcast, not this weekend, but next weekend. And then I want you guys to join me in the verse when I interview you about 3.9 coming up sometime next week. Stay tuned into our Discord. You guys are definitely going to want to join our Discord for that. Link is in the description below. If you like the show, like it, break the algorithm, help us out here on this channel, help us grow, make this community positive, make this community shine. The giveaway in May is going to be fantastic. Congratulations, by the way, to our winners of the Cutlass Red. Nicola, we're trying to get a hold of you, dude. If we can't get a hold of you by like May 10th, I'm just going to recycle it into May, and we're going to have that go into May, which is going to be fantastic for those people involved with the giveaway in May. Cutlass Red might cycle into May. It looks like we got a special edition Archimedes in an emerald color on board. It looks like we're going to have a Pisces. It looks like we're going to have a gift card from Amazon in the next giveaway, and we might even roll over the Cutlass Red if Nicola doesn't get up and respond. So the giveaway in May is going to be fantastic. You guys that are here, thanks so much for joining me on today's stream. Interesting. It was nice to see some of the information. Report your bugs, guys. Report them down. Cross your T's, dot your I's. Make sure that you report them, guys. And thank you for joining me on today's Inside Star Citizen review. I will see you on the next vid or stream, you guys. Kick ass.